That's twice now. There's something happening here. No way. Ah, no. Giant floating you. Okay. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ben, and today I'll be reacting to Avatar: The Last Airbender Season 2, Episode 19. Now, I cannot wait to get into this. After the last episode, everything feels like it's going so badly. I guess the last episode was really nice, and it was uplifting, it was calm, it was almost relaxing for the majority of it. Then in the end, everything just got so much worse. Long Fang still is in prison at least, but the Dai Li are fully on board with on his side and loyal to him. That's great. Then you have Azula, who has taken the place of the Kyoshi warriors and is actually at the heart of the Earth Kingdom. That's just absolutely dreadful. And I think the worst part for me is that Toph has been captured. She is actually stuck in a metal box and being shipped to her parents. That is the worst part. At least everyone's sort of free to move around and can get back to each other, I guess. Katara's stuck with, I guess, the Kyoshi warriors, Azula. So at least she's in, a good location. Aang has Appa, Sokka has Appa, so they can move around. Toph is just being dragged who knows where, and if she manages to get out of it, I don't know how, she still has to get back there, and she has to get back to the West. That's going to be the most difficult part. So yeah, I need to know how this is going to go, because this is the final now. We're getting into the final. And yeah, I don't know. We haven't even got to like the main bit of it. We're just trying to eat all of them back together. That's the bit I'm worried about. But yeah, as always, if you do enjoy this video, please remember to like and subscribe, as it really does help the channel to grow. And if you do enjoy my content and you want to help support the channel, I do have a Patreon. The link will be in the description. Over there, I'm uploading these videos and the full reaction a week in advance. So if that's something you're interested in, feel free to check it out. With that said, let's just dive on in. Oh yeah, we still got this thing going on. Are you okay?
It's Juk. I'm sure you wouldn't like it.
Hey, well, he seems up. Is he? He was basically dying.
I'd love a bowl, Uncle.
Now that your fever...
You look so suspicious.
And today's the grand opening of your new tea shop. Things are looking up, Uncle.
Okay, you look surprised but happy. Is it? What? I'm kind of so confused. Is he better? What? He was sick because he made a good decision. What now? Is he? He seems nicer.
Don't be nervous. He's gonna be so happy to see you.
Oh.
Are you nervous to meet this guru?
Yes.
Not at all.
I've been told because it was in the swamp thing. He had the weird energy lines of the swamp, and it was enlightenment. So is that something we're gonna get more on here? I love how nervous it is. Loads of big things are happening. Some good and, like, I guess, bad things. Bunch of heads turning.
Sokka, good to see you.
Aww, where's your father? In there. I think we saw him once. I think it was in a flashback. That's what I remember, but I can't remember what it looks like. Oh, I remember you. There we go, so you must be...
Sokka.
Okay.
Hi, Dad.
It's a shame Katara isn't here to, like, meet them. Yeah, that was the other Water Tribe guy that was in the other episode.
My most trusted advisor, Long Fang, and his Dai Li agents tried to take control of Ba Sing Se from...
This keeps shifting. We see good Zuko, we see a reunion, now with this.
Plan an invasion of the Fire Nation this summer on the day of a solar eclipse.
Really?
Oh!
Now that sounds like a fascinating and brilliant plan.
I can't tell if that was fear or just like her, like, oh, I have an opportunity or something. Because, yes, would she lose firebending then on that? I would assume so, but like hers is weird.
The Army and Navy will invade the Fire Nation on the day of Black Sun.
Okay, so 2 months. Momo.
Or we could send in Momo to do some damage.
No, it's kind of serious stuff, isn't it? That's cool.
In order to execute the plan.
I love the use of earthbending, it's so cool. So much is happening, so much. Okay, so wait, so Katara hasn't seen the Kyoshi warriors then. So I'm really hoping she recognizes them. I really hope that happens quickly. Okay, so you're gonna meet, amazing. This guy's just still here. Has he been here this whole time? Like just sitting?
I was a spiritual brother of your people and a personal friend of Monk Gyatso.
How old are you?
You said you could teach me to gain control of the Avatar state. How?
You're gonna talk more about Monk Gyatso?
And the first step to gaining balance begins with this.
I feel like we're going through so much. Okay, no. So much is happening, so much information.
And banana juice.
That's because it is. Yum, yum.
He reminds me of Monk Gyatso, just like, I guess, the childishness.
The Beifong is staged this way.
I'm quite certain you're mistaken.
They're gonna get lost, great.
Can you two old ladies quit your bickering? I gotta go to the bathroom.
Oh.
Could this work?
Okay, but make it quick.
What's wrong with you?
But what if she actually has to go?
But you can't trick me.
She could
Let me
have.
out of here so I can kick both your butts.
I hate that she feels so helpless.
You might think you're the greatest earthbender in the world, but even you can't bend metal.
I think why? Something was said. Why? Is that a hint to something?
Extraordinary opportunity, girls.
May finally gets to wear makeup that's not totally depressing.
I like how they do have humor in this. How serious everything is here.
The Fire Nation has hammered away at Ba Sing Se from the outside, but now we're on the inside.
I hate this.
Perfect position to organize a coup and overthrow the Earth King.
Her mind just never stops, does it?
Whoever controls the Dai Li controls Ba Sing Se.
Here we go. Here's what I was hoping for. Clash between you and Long Fang. That he must like have some. He can't be like friends with the Fire Nation. He'd want to protect the city. So they're gonna go for each other.
Tell me everything you know about chakras.
What are chakras?
No.
Oh, I see. There are several pools where the water swirls around before flowing on.
So chakras are pools of spiraling energy in our bodies?
Cool.
If nothing else were around, this creek would flow pure and clear.
I think this is in Buddhism. Chakra. I feel like I've heard the word chakra used before.
If we open the paths between the pools,
Ooh.
Energy flows.
It got so much brighter as well. This is a beautiful little metaphor.
opening the chakras is an intense experience. And once you begin this process, you cannot stop until all 7 are open.
That's fun. That's fun. That's 7 things for Aang to do.
First, we will open the earth chakra,
I mean, he's Earth.
located at the base of the spine,
Okay, so elemental stuff.
and is blocked by fear. What are you most afraid of? Let your
Losing people he loves. Is that what he's afraid of? Oh, he's afraid of the Fire Lord. That's great. That's wonderful. That's not a good thing. You get overfeared just like this.
But you must surrender those fears. Let your fears flow down the creek.
We're gonna get a whole bunch of development right now, aren't we?
You have opened your earth chakra.
You just to get away from all his fear. So all his, I don't know if I'm reading too much into this. Is like all his fear gone, and that means his chakra flows, and he's, I guess, closer to getting them all done.
Water chakra?
Brilliant. Maybe one day you will be a guru too.
I love this guy. He's so encouraging.
And is blocked by guilt.
Guilt.
Now.
Running away. It's running away, isn't it?
What do you blame yourself for?
State of the world. Is him about running away?
Ran away.
Yeah. That was. You're guilty about this? This wasn't even you. That was
I
just.
hurt all of those people.
Oh.
That these things happen, but do not let them cloud and poison your energy.
I love this dude.
Be a positive influence on the world. You need to forgive yourself.
I love this dude so much. He understands like all of the avatarness, and he's not like judging. He's being just happy and encouraging. Love him.
Destructive, buoyant, and terrible smelling.
Ew.
Call it the stinkin' sink.
Oh dear, you're so much alike.
You're definitely your father's son.
Get these mines loaded up. The rest of you men, prepare for battle.
You're gonna see them in action?
What should I do, Dad?
Aren't you listening? I said the rest of you men get ready for battle.
Oh! He looks so happy. This episode's gonna take me on a roller coaster, isn't it? I feel like so happy right now, but so many bad things could happen.
That I'd end up owning my own tea shop.
Is this it? You have done this so fast.
Congratulations, Uncle.
I'm very thankful.
Zuko's hair's grown more.
The Jasmine Dragon will be the best tea shop in the city.
He looks different and his attitude's different.
Thankful because you decided to share this special day with me. It means more than you know.
Still confused about this whole thing. Like, what happened with the whole dragon thing? That ended with the whole thing with your mum, and like, what happened there? Was that it? Would you wake up? No, because it ended with the Aang symbol. Weird stuff happened with you.
This chakra deals with willpower and is blocked by shame.
Shame. What are you shameful of?
What are your biggest disappointments in yourself?
Oh. I love how this episode is dealing with a bunch of past stuff.
I'm never gonna firebend again. I can't.
That's stupid.
You will never find balance if you deny this part of your life.
So they're actually dealing with this.
You are the avatar, and therefore you are a firebender.
I love this so much. I'm loving this guy. He's dealing with so much. Aang's developing so much. Is this like all permanent stuff?
Like onions and bananas. But strangely, something else. Pickles?
Okay, bit of randomness, but does that mean he's okay with learning fire bending then? Is that sorted?
Wearing this girly disguise. I don't know how anyone can fight in this.
So you were saying disguise?
It was so easy to beat the Kyoshi warriors and take their clothes.
It was easy, but I guess Daili know now. That's kind of good.
Princess Azula promised we would go back to the Fire Nation as soon as we capture the Avatar.
They've said so much!
Do you want the whole palace to know we're Fire Nation?
They've said so much, come on. Okay, am I actually gonna like Long Fang? Is he gonna do some good here?
Good work, girls.
Don't tell me
I'm
that's
sure the Dai Li will deliver the message.
You gotta be kidding me, that's part of your plan?
And is blocked by grief. Lay all your grief out in front of you.
Is your monkey Atso and your people, is that what it is? Yeah. Oh, it's so... This one's sad. Wait, so are you saying he has to move on or accept that they're gone? What? I mean, I get it. He's moving on, but I don't know if I like the symbolism.
But love is a form of energy, and it swirls all around us.
What does this mean? Can he still remember them, or does he just have to forget them?
His love for you has not left this world. It is still inside of your heart.
Okay, no, he's just learning to accept his grief.
Of new love.
Oh.
Let the pain flow away.
I'm loving this so much. It's doing so much for him.
Can I have some onion banana juice, please?
Oh, I almost want to cry. Just like looking at we're going through everything Aang's gone through, and he's just coming through it all.
And is blocked by lies, the ones we tell ourselves.
I'd say the divide thing was a lie.
You were the Avatar. Because I never wanted to be.
That lie.
You must accept that you are the Avatar.
So you haven't accepted that yet? There's a lot that I didn't realize he hasn't done at this point. It's dealing with a lot quickly. I'm not sure.
You have opened the chakra of truth.
Okay. I'm not sure if I like how quickly they're dealing with all this, but I do like how they're doing it. I kind of wish he just had more time.
And is blocked by illusion.
Illusion.
Is the illusion of separation.
Okay.
Are actually one and the same.
Like the
Fun,
Four Nations.
I guess. Cool.
We are all one people.
Nice.
Everything is connected.
Okay, like that.
Even the separation of the four elements is an illusion. You will see that all the elements are one.
Cool.
It's of the same whole. Even metal is just a part of Earth that has been purified and refined.
No way. Are they actually foreshadowing this? What? That's twice now. There's something happening here.
Metal fudge.
No way.
Woo! Toph, you rule.
Are you actually? Is she okay? Is she actually metal bending? Is that a thing?
A cup of tea before we get back to the king?
You're still not back at the king. I need you to do.
Uncle, I need 2 jasmine, 1 green, and 1 lychee.
You gotta be kidding me.
As fast as I can.
These are the firebenders you recognize. That's annoying. You couldn't recognize Azula and that lot, but you had to recognize them.
Once you open this chakra, you will be able to go in and out of the Avatar state at will.
This is doing so much. So much is happening.
Complete control and awareness of all your actions.
Sounds amazing. Okay, so this is the big one.
It deals with pure cosmic energy and is blocked by earthly attachment.
With the attachment, cosmic stuff. Aww. Oh, is it just Katara? I would have thought all of your friends would have attached you here.
Let them flow down the river.
Let go.
Forgotten.
Forgotten?
Why would I let go of Katara? I love her.
Aww.
Or you cannot let the pure cosmic energy flow in from the universe.
He has to let her go? Can avatars not have love?
3 chakras ago, that was a good thing.
You must learn to let go.
Why can't he let go in another way?
Thank goodness you're here, Suki. Something terrible is going on.
No.
Fire Nation has infiltrated the city. I just saw Prince Zuko and his uncle.
Ah, no!
We have to tell the Earth King right away.
Go, no.
I'll be sure to let him know.
Okay, you recognized amazing, but now can you deal with them? No. That's annoying. I wanted you to put up more of a fight. No.
I think it's time for a family reunion.
Momo. Okay, go. Momo, go.
To master the Avatar state, you must open all the chakras.
Really? That's the only way?
Okay, I'll try.
What, can you not? Why, is love really that bad?
Think of
is it really
your
that,
attachments
like...
and let them go.
Is it really that necessary?
Your cosmic energy flow.
It is cool. Looks cool. Oh, yeah, a light bridge. Giant floating U, okay. Glowing, we're getting close. Doesn't seem that bad at the minute. You doing it?
Let me go!
You've seen it. You've seen... Oh, you left? Fading? This cannot be good. You're running away. Okay, you're leaving it. And things are fading. This isn't good. This isn't good.
Katara's in danger. I have to go.
No, Aang.
Ah.
You won't be able to go into the Avatar state at all.
Oh, what? Not even like do super dangerous stuff? Is it locked? And he's left. Okay. I like that a lot though. We got to see him, I guess, become do more of the Enlightenment stuff because he was.
It's another one of her tricks.
She's out. Did
There's a
she?
giant hole in the box. How is that a trick?
It's not.
Could she?
It's the real deal.
Seriously? I want to see it. Come on, I want to see it. Come on. Oh, she did it.
Greatest earthbender in the world. Don't you two dunderheads ever forget.
Oh, you're amazing. And you're just doing that. You make earthbending look like water and you just metal bended.
I'm going to be stuck in here forever with you.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, they're gonna die in there.
Go knock some Fire Nation heads.
Wait, so
You don't know how much this means.
I need time to process everything. Toph can metal bend.
And I've always known you're a great warrior.
Really?
Okay.
Why do you
amazing.
think I trusted you to look after our tribe when I left?
Aww. Oh, okay, yep, time to go. Okay, everyone's getting reunited, everyone's going. Oh, still nice though.
You will not treat a Kyoshi warrior this way.
But you're not a Kyoshi.
She's acting, it's just acting.
Princess Azula of the Fire Nation.
What do you want?
She's acting.
It's time that I regain control of Ba Sing Se, and you have something I need. The Earth King's trust.
What is this all playing part of her game?
The Avatar.
I'm listening.
You want to work together. Are you? Oh, he's stupid. You're so stupid. She's just gonna, she'll betray you. She wants the kingdom herself.
We've been invited to serve tea to the Earth King.
You two are just living your best lives, and it's all about to come crashing down. And that smile. Ending. Yep, ending. Okay, so that is so much to process and go through. Biggest thing for me, Toph can metal bend. So they just keep giving us so many cool abilities. I think I need my brain to like process how cool that is. I'm just trying to think of how she was doing it. I love the sounds it made. How she almost moved it like fabric. She like I'm looking at her fingers. They bent into it and pulled it together like that. I would almost expect it to like snap because it's brittle. But she stretched it like that. That is insane. So that's the first. She invented a new type of bending. Is that completely new? Has anyone like done it before that? No, everyone would like say that. No, she invented a new type of bending. She's more powerful than Boomy at this point, isn't she? Boomy said he was like the most powerful earthbender Aang would ever see. He can't bend metal, can he? Can he do that? Wait, I need info. Has she actually been able to do this? Like even Aang, is he capable of metal bending? Or like, this is so insane. The Fire Nation, all their stuff is made of metal. They are done for. You have Toph. You have a tiny 12-year-old blind girl who can now destroy literally everything the Fire Nation sends at her. She can metal bend. Like how much, I need more scenes with this now. I need to understand how this all works. Like you have firebenders who can like bend, I guess, fire from kind of a distance. You have Aang, air distance, whatever. If Toph were to stand in front of a fleet of ships, all made of metal, what could she do with it? Like, could she just... Oh, does she have to touch it? Because that's what we saw there. She sort of dragged it apart. I want so much more info on this now. This has made me so excited. Yeah, I guess, bad side of things, you have Aang who's walked away from the Avatar state and has locked it. So he cannot use it at all. Kind of a shame, because I feel like that was a good relationship he had there with the Guru, and it kind of ended badly. Hopefully we can get more on him. I don't want him to go back and sort that out. But he chose Katara. I would assume more stuff would earth him, though, and like connect him to the earth. He has his friends. Does that mean he's letting go of Toph and Sokka? Because I'm kind of surprised why the Avatar would have to let people go. Can they not fall in love and that sort of thing? Like just having love means attachment. It was about loving his people, but I guess he let them go. or accepted that their love is still there and that's still attached to him, and he's still an airbender, would it mean letting his whole airbender identity go? Because that would still attach him to the earth. It feels just painfully specific that it's Katara that he has to let go. I wish there was like more on that, I guess. It just, yeah, or is it more about his attachment to her or his desire to be with her? What is, because that's, I guess that would be pulling him in one direction. Like, is it what's driving him? Because I think could be a good argument for why he would need to let it go, and it should be what's driving him needs to be his purpose as the Avatar, not that he wants to protect and be with Katara. Maybe it's just he needs to understand where that comes from more. But yeah, then we saw Sokka. I'm just not over the whole Toph thing. Sokka and his father. That was amazing. We got to see their little relationship. This episode was just a complete roller coaster with emotions. Like, there's some points I wanted to cry, some points I'm just so excited and happy about, and then some I'm just terrified for. This was absolutely amazing. Seeing Sokka and his father, that was so emotional. I love just seeing how their bond works, how similar they are, and like just seeing Sokka get his not approval, recognition from his father, like that he's grown up, that he wasn't left behind because he was a kid. He was left behind to protect the village. That is amazing, and it's just really sweet. It does make me sad that Katara wasn't there, because I don't know what their relationship was like. It's very clear that Sokka is closer to his father than he was his mother. Sokka was obviously Katara was closer to her mother than she was her father, but now her mother is gone, so what kind of relationship does she have with her father now? I feel like that should be explored if they're exploring so much with Sokka and his father. Like, parental things are such a big thing of this. Aang and Gyatso, you had Sokka and his dad, Toph and her parents, which is just another mess, and Katara and like Zuko and Iroh and his father. That's a whole another family dynamic. Now you have Katara, who's kind of parentless in a way that we don't know what her relationship is like with her dad. We just know what it was like with her mum, who is gone, and we haven't really seen much of that connection. I don't think we've even seen her mum. And it's just, it feels almost like that needs to be built on. And I wish she was there with Sokka now. And then I guess we have the whole Zuko and Iroh thing. That's confusing. So Zuko was sick after making a good decision in freeing Appa. There was a weird dragon thing with Iroh and Azula's voice. He had the Avatar symbol on his head and he looked like Aang. And now he looks different and his attitude's different. His hair's grown. It almost feels like it's a turning point. Is he actually good now? It feels weird seeing him like this. He seems almost forcefully good. I don't want to say it feels fake. It feels too much. It feels like he's just pleasant and nice, and that's not real. So there's definitely, I have questions. I question that so much. It feels odd. It just feels false, I guess. It doesn't feel like it's really him. But it means Iroh's happy, so I'm happy with that. And like, everything's going well for him. But now they've been invited to the Earth King, where Azula has a bunch of power. So, and now she knows that they're there, so that's obviously her doing. So that's great. That's not going to be fun. But yeah, then I guess you have the whole plot with Azula and Long Fang. That's confusing to me. Long Fang is trying to work with Azula. So this is all a game Azula's playing. She's masterminding this whole thing, which is absolutely amazing. She's such a wonderful villain and antagonist. I absolutely love her as that. Of course, she's evil and awful. But just watching her mind work and her planning is just so much fun to watch. Like, she's absolutely psychotic, but I can respect her for just how smart and tactical she is. Like, so she managed to trick the Dai Li without knowing much about them. And so she managed to find out that they're not just cultural people, they are a special force of like military force. Managed to figure out how they would spy on Mei and Ty Lee, got them to blab and be extremely natural about it, and she managed to hide from them. That, I think, is what's impressive to me. She managed to hide from the Dai Li, of all people, and managed to just watch as they gathered intel on her friends. And now she's gone to Long Fang, and she's letting them think that it's part of his plan, I guess. But what surprised me is that Long Fang is actually willing to work with her. He knows that she is she knows she's Princess Azula, so he knows her connections. But yet he still wants to give her the Avatar. Makes sense, he's no friend of his. But that would still compromise the Earth Kingdom. What does he want? It's obviously he wants power. That's what he wants. Would he overthrow? No, he wants power. Where's his goal here? The king would definitely not trust him again, so he would have to overthrow the king and I guess instate himself as the king. Is his idea to work with the Fire Nation? Which, that doesn't seem right to me. I feel like they would just double cross him and instate their own person who's not sort of Earthbender nation person. Because he's still an Earthbender. I doubt they wiped out all the Airbenders, so I'm assuming they'd probably want to wipe out all the other type of benders too. So Long Fang, it seems like a dumb move on his part. I mean, he seemed like a smart guy. Yeah, I think I just want to talk. I want to just talk about Toph and metal bending more. Like, that is absolutely insane. I like. Who needs Aang anymore? She can just take down the Fire Nation. She can metal bend. It's just shocking how powerful this show is making her. So first, it was just seeing her amazing earthbending with her vision stuff and how she could see and sense the vibrations. Then it went to, I mean, that made her extremely powerful. Then it made her the lie detecting thing. That was really cool and just added another thing to her. And now they added metal bending on top of it. So she has invented a new type of bending where I liked how they did it as well. With the they used like the back of the hand. She went like that to it. That was cool. That didn't look like earthbending. What she did was so weird and cool and interesting. I definitely want so many more scenes with her like this now. It's shocking what they've done with this character. She was introduced like not halfway through. She was introduced sort of in between season 2. She wasn't introduced at the start of it. She was introduced kind of late to season 2, like episode 6 or 8. And she's already gotten so close with the group, and now she's like one of the most powerful characters. That is insane. And now, I mean, going into whatever's next, I hope we get so much more on this now. This has become so interesting. It's like something that Aang hasn't even thought about metal bending. It's something that's been such a pain to deal with metal, and now it's not going to stop them at all. I cannot wait to see what their fights are going to be like with Azula and that lot, because now they have something that no one else has at all. No one else can prepare themselves for. It's metal bending. Okay, so just continuing on from that, this has like solidified my thoughts on earthbending. It's clearly the most powerful and superior element. They can metal bend, or at least Toph can. Does that, because yeah, Guru Patik said it was like it was extension, like metal is part of earth. So does that mean Toph could teach people? Or I don't know. It just makes that whole element seem that much cooler, and it's made me feel so satisfied and just thinking that is so strong that she can do that now. She can bend metal. Like, I thought that the Fire Nation was this most advanced thing with how they had metal ships and stuff. What does this mean now that you have Toph, who's an earthbender, that can now metal bend? Can she make machines? What does this mean? I want to know, because it feels like such a cool thing to go down, and it's made me so excited for whatever she does next. She's definitely probably my favourite character now. I mean, she was easily one of my favourites just from the start, but all of them had their strong points. She was the most powerful. Now she has this, and I cannot wait to see more. It's going to be so insane. I'm still not over it. They invented a new bending thing there. I'm going to need so much time to process everything that's just happened. I hope we get to see so much cool stuff with it. She already does some amazing stuff with earthbending. Like, just seeing her, like, escape from the box, I guess, and run, swim, thing, whatever she did, getting away from it. That was insane. She makes earthbending look like water. All the other earthbending is quite rigid. It's always blocks. That's what we see. Toph makes it look like water. That is insane, and I think her bending style is so creative compared to everyone else who's part of her element. That's what I love about her. And it's just, I can't wait to see what else she does now with her own unique set of bending. Aang, I guess he's the more troubling one. So we have the whole thing where he's gone through a bunch of development now, and I'm 50-50 whether I like how they did this or not. I think one side of it, I really like, I guess, the Buddhist inspiration from it with the chakras and going through it like that, and it very much ties into, I guess, what this show is based on. But I think storyline-wise, I felt like it went through a whole lot of important stuff very quickly, and I think that is partly because of the inspiration. I think it works there, but I think personally, I would have liked for those things to, I guess, have a bit more weight and impact and have a bit more time to go through them. Like, say, getting over his people, getting the whole firebending thing done. There was a lot of really important stuff that was sort of just side away, and I don't know if it's going to come back, like the fear thing. I feel like there's so much that he's gone through that now the only, I guess, developmental thing left is him dealing with attachment. It's like he's become the perfect person, and now all he has to do is deal with that. And I feel like maybe since he ran away from it, there's still more that he didn't fully do all of it. Maybe since he ran away from it, all the other things got blocked again, and we will have to see. We've got to see the sort of Buddhist style of it all. We got to go through that, which is a really cool thing. And now, with him running away from it, it means we get to see the other side of it, where I guess the more story-driven aspects of it, where we get to see it take slower, we get to see the development have more weight. Because that's what I would personally like. Sokka and his father, absolutely love that we're getting to see that, because I think with them, it was always the strongest relationship we got to see with Katara and Sokka was Katara and her mum. That's what drove it. We know that the Fire Nation killed her mum, and that's what basically drove Katara to become the parent, I guess, of the group. That she didn't have a mum, so she became the mother of the group. That was her thing. I do like, though, that we're sort of seeing I guess we're seeing like a change in them. Sokka has become far more mature since he's been on this whole journey, and Katara has become much more of a kid. So it feels like that whole what their origin and what started them off on this path, with them going traveling, it sort of balanced them out in a way. They become not opposites, because I think going back to the extreme is a bad thing. But Sokka still has his childish moments, but he also still has his much more mature moments. Katara, I think, we haven't seen that much of her being a parental thing, which I would say that was probably the worst thing. She was a kid. I think Toph is 12, and then the rest are, Aang is 12, I think Katara is older, so we have her, but not much older. So I think it's a good thing that she is no longer the parent of the group, and she becomes far more childish. But yeah, seeing how similar Sokka was with his father, that's just such a nice thing, because the parent stuff is such a big part of this show, and I guess Sokka's been left on the side like quite a bit. A lot of the characters are defined by their upbringing, yet Sokka, him being defined by it was just, I guess, the absence of his father, that he was left to defend the village. That's what defined him, that he had to be a warrior. Now actually getting to see them together, there's no hostility, there's no resentment for him leaving and leaving Sokka in charge. There's no resentment there. It's just Sokka looking up to his dad and wanting to prove that he has become what his father wanted him to, become a warrior, become a man. And that is just amazing sort of how that was done. And I'm just like kind of impressed at the scenes that they had. It was quite small. It was him just talking. There wasn't huge action scenes. It wasn't like anything cosmic and weird like the whole Aang stuff. It was just calm and quiet and nice. And you got to feel the dialogue and feel the emotion between these two characters. Katara's story in this, that one, yeah, she is very bad what's happening to her. So she's locked up now. So it's such a pain that she saw Iroh and Zuko first, that she wanted to go to the tea house, saw them happy, and went to report them. So that kind of feels like a bad thing. She didn't wait to see, she has the experience with them, so she thinks that they're invading, but she didn't take a moment to like see what's going on. She doesn't know Iroh that well, so she probably doesn't know that Iroh is such a nice person, which is kind of a shame, really. Yeah, I think that's just more annoying than anything, that's the people that she recognised. And then she recognises Azula and that lot too late. I will say I'm quite disappointed that she didn't get the opportunity to put up a good fight against Azula and that lot. It was over so quickly. And I feel like she's come so far with her bending that she could do something against them. Yes, those three are incredibly powerful, and together they're a complete nightmare, but I would love to have seen her do some kind of bending against them. It was over so quick, and I think that's just kind of a shame. Yeah, Zuko and Iroh. So Zuko's confusing me at the minute. I feel like what he's gone through is a lot of important stuff, which I feel like hasn't gotten that much focus. It feels like we've jumped between things and we're missing things, even though it's such a pivotal thing there. He's good, or at least he appears good. I don't quite trust it. It seems very unnatural. I think that's the right word, unnatural. It doesn't feel like him. We've seen him be so angry and just hurt for so long that seeing him like this feels so weird. It doesn't feel quite right. His voice is different, I guess. He feels more lively. Seeing him smile, so I guess naturally, feels unnatural. And his long hair, it feels like there's a lot of changes there that suggest that there's a difference going on. Like, his appearance has changed so much in the last couple episodes. He had the, I guess, short hair, and then it was the bold arrow thing, and now it's long hair. So there's a clearly intentional change going on. I don't know if that does mean he's fully turned good. I would love it if it is, but I don't trust it. I think a good test would be because he knows the Avatar's here, and he needs to be confronted by the people he hates the most, the Avatar people. So once that happens, I think that'll be a good test to see where he's at, if this is just a thing, or if he snaps. I think that'll be a good test. But right now, I can't trust it. It feels so weird and unnatural. I feel like there should have been a more connection between the whole sickness and now, because even Iroh was like kind of surprised by it. Yeah, I would have expected him to wake up and then maybe start feeling better. I feel like that could have been touched on more, but just jumping from the whole Aang face thing to him showing up and just enjoying Iroh's food seems a bit abrupt. But yeah, then Azula, that's just absolutely stunning to me, just watching her work and watching her mind work, because we know she's smart, we know she's like that, and she's manipulative and all that stuff. I think we saw that in her first episode, where she was tricking Zuko and Iroh to board the ship and then to take them as prisoners. So we've got to see her mind work there. But I think we've mainly seen her power. We've seen that, how insanely powerful she is. The blue fire, the lightning, all of it. We've seen what a force she is to reckon with. Now we're getting to see her mind work and just her acting skills and just being able to manipulate. And it's just so much fun to watch. She's such an incredible villain and character. It makes me yeah, it makes me like love what she is as a character. She's not got like that redeeming quality in her. She's just fully psychopathic, and it's just full on evil. She's doing it all. That her motivation is to, I guess, would it be to please her father? It's just to do what her father wants. I don't know if it's pleasing, or we don't really know much of her childhood apart from that one episode where we got to see that she was still as insane as she was now back then. So I don't know if it's like she wants to do this to make her father proud. We don't, or it's just that her father basically conditioned her to do everything he wants, and she's just like a mindless droid when she's there. I think I can't wait to see what like the Fire Lord and everything is like, because we still haven't seen him and what he is like. We saw like a bit in the flashback and all the past stuff, but we've never actually seen him, and I love that that's still building. We still know what he's like. We're just seeing his effect on all these characters. There's so many like things that go into Azula that makes her such an incredible villain, which I feel like could be explained when we actually meet the Fire Lord. Now, going back to Toph, because I'm still not over it, I think part of what I love about the whole metal bending thing is that it feels so earned. Because like a lot of the time when you introduce a huge, powerful character and you completely shake up the power balance of like a story or something, it feels so weird and it feels almost too much. It's like, why can't this character just solve every problem now? What do you do to limit them? I think Toph is such a perfect example of how it's done correctly. It seems like each time she does something, she gets more powerful. Something gets added to her. Now she has metal bending, which is going to solve a whole bunch of their problems, but it feels so earned. The way she was trapped in a metal box, now she figured her way out of it. And she was basically goated into doing it, which is so in with her personality, where they were basically bragging, oh, you're not as powerful as you think you are, and she just proves them wrong. And I love that it's basically rooted in no one thinks, the people closest to her don't think she can amount to much because of her blindness. And now she just loves and proves, and she just loves proving people wrong. It's just almost manifested in her gaining a new ability that no one else has seen. She is the greatest earthbender that's ever lived, and it's all so grounded in the story, and it makes so much sense, and it doesn't feel like overpowered, it doesn't feel too out there, it all feels so natural within the story. Yeah, this episode as a whole could be like my favourite episode of the show so far. What it's done is absolutely insane and crazy. They fit so much into it. It shocks me because it feels like they'll probably do one like this again and fit even more in. Because I think what was the first episode I thought they did so much in just 20 minutes, because it's just a 20-minute episode. And they fit so much information, so much development, so much character, and now it feels like they're topping themselves. Last time I think we didn't have Toph, so that's another thing they've just added in now. So they've had so much development, so many characters, all in one space. It almost feels like a mini movie, what just happened, and yet it's 20 minutes. The writing is phenomenal and just what they're able to do. And this is only season 2 final. I cannot wait to see what season 3 is going to be like after this kind of the stuff they put in season 2. So what are they going to do for season 3 when it gets to like the climactic stuff, dealing with the war, like actually close to it? Because yeah, we're not even at the Black Sun thing yet. We're just dealing with Ba Sing Se. That is what this season's been about. And it just makes me so happy that this is like a thing. And they're actually being able to do such amazing writing and character development and so much story in the space of 20 minutes. I would love it if like this sort of show is studied and used by upcoming like writers and directors and stuff, because it's shocking how well it's all done. I would love it if like every show was able to do something as amazing as this. And I feel like each time something like this happens in this show, it keeps getting better. Like this is the best episode so far for me, just with how much they fit in. And I'm sure season 3 is probably going to top it at some point. But yeah, with that said, that does bring me to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next episode for episode 20, the season final. I'm so looking forward to that now. Hopefully we get so much more with Toph metal bending and just seeing what happens with Azula and all that. I think that's just going to be insane. So yeah, I will see you then.